All right, baby. My mic really fucking loud or what? What the fuck? Seems kind of loud. I don't know. It's not bad. Let me log into my OBS real quick. It is pretty loud. I wish I could like you I've tried using a noise gate on this mic and it doesn't work well. Somebody was wow. Use with caution. All right, so my mic, where is it? There's the media share. Let's turn that up to like 44. Microphone, where are you? Where is it? Oh, that's all the way up. Damn, dude. Why do they always do that shit, bro? It turns itself up like all the way every fucking time. I always turn it down and this setting doesn't stay. It never stays, man. I don't understand. Like, I don't get what's going on with that. Hold on. Oh, got a band-aid on my ass. I can take that off. Hi, Nola. What? Huh? What? Hi. Hello. Hello, Nala. Hello. What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, why? Oh, my. Little girls. All right, guys. Well, shit. Hope everybody had a great week. I gotta put my actual fucking links in there. A fucking box of cereal fell? That was probably when Max fucking jumped up there. fucking idiot. Almost died. You'd think he would learn his lesson, huh, Chester? You'd think he would learn his lesson, huh, Chester? Well, he doesn't, huh? No lessons learned. All right, guys. So we got. Oh. Okay. Flex Friday gun show. Let's fucking go, baby. We got biceps, triceps hypertrophy with superset brutality and a finisher that forces sleeves to surrender. Tickets punched. Today the arms explode. Flex Friday is war. Every curl, every extension. Load the guns until they're bursting. Let's go, baby. We got to warm up. Band pushdowns, band curls, arm circles, and hammer curls. What? Huh? What, Nala? You're fine, Chester. Okay, so we got to warm up. Band pushdowns, band curls, arm circles, hammer curls, and kickbacks. And we got some supersets today. Pretty standard for arm days. That's going to be my next. Because I pinned a message to chat. It's what I was working on yesterday. You can create your own workout log, like for standard sets. Save it, share it, keep it, do it again. Whatever you want, it's there. So you go in, you type. It's got a drop down list. If you're on the phone, the drop down list isn't actually a drop down list. It like scrolls through on the bottom of your selectable words, right? Like, no, it works good. It's got a lot of exercises already programmed in there. You can like type and it'll like auto populate the words. You can see them popping up down on the bottom above your keyboard. No, you can select all the words, any exercise that's in there, or just type in your own. It's not like restricted to the only exercises that there are. And then you can pick how many sets, how many reps, and an estimated like target weight that you want to try. It'll auto populate all those tables for you, and then you can print that out with a blank sheet, so you could take it to the gym and fill it in, or you could do it on the app, fill it in, and then you could print out your sheet if you wanted to save your sheet for your records, like and build like a log of stuff. You could save it. It's all there, man. Super nice, clean, easy, readable. Like, I don't know what more somebody could ask for, really. Like, I honestly don't. And I'm gonna let it be free while I develop. And as soon as I'm done developing this shit, dude, I am fucking locking it behind paywalls because I spent a lot of time on this shit. And so it's definitely worth it, right? Like, people sell workouts all the time for $20, $30 a pop, right? Why not give you guys access to, logging tools and all of this stuff for like different types of workouts? It's going to be hard pressed. You'll find it hard pressed to find something this detailed. I can guarantee you that. With the way that my mind fucking works, I'm going to make one of the most detailed fucking fitness loggers that I can think of to make for my own personal fucking means. And, it's only going to get better from there, right? Like, I'm going to work in AI. We're going to bring Google Firebase to this thing, so you can sign in, have profiles, keep your shit, right? Go cross device, mobile, desktop, another phone, whatever you want, right? You'd be able to log in your account and hopefully eventually being able to have like a sharing area where we can share stuff. Music's kind of loud. Ah, yeah. Nala. Was the ground moving, Nala? Oh my, the ground was moving, huh? Hmm. Nala. Okay, band pushdowns. We're gonna use that red band. It's already up. Arm circles. We'll do like uh, 12 each direction. How about that? So we did 15. No, Nala. Why? I just can't help but pick you up. I just can't help it. I just can't help it. Oh, you're just so like. I know you probably hate it, huh? You're like, just put me down. Just put me down. I don't want you to pick me up all the time. She's just so. You can't. You just can't help it, man. All right. Let's go. Oh, Buzzing Ranger, I am so good. You know, I got to brag for a second. So the link I pinned, check it out, dude. Check it out and tell me what you think. All right, I just like, I would love to hear your feedback. That's one of many custom templates that will be available to people. Now, you can go in, I'll explain just how it works for a second, right? Go to it, exercise on the top. It's a drop down list, right? If you're on the cell phone, it might be a little bit different, like not a drop down list, but like a side scroll list above your keyboard, right? So, like, it's there. Just look above your keyboard. And then you can type in your own custom shit too. Like, it doesn't have to be a word that's in the data, that's in the drop down list. It can be whatever. You can go do, you know, barbell bucks if you want. It doesn't matter. But then you set your weight or your sets. So like, let's say you're gonna do 5 sets of 10 reps at 100 pounds. Now, what's your actual max? If you know it, right? If you know it, you don't have to put it in there. Totally optional, right? Just a comparison number. Then you go down and it populates tables, dude. I'm gonna scroll over to the left a little bit, and it gives you the RPE. You can enter in your RPE. You can adjust your weight. You can adjust your reps, right? You can remove a fucking set. You can add a set if you want. You're like, 5 wasn't enough. I want to do one more. Fucking one more. Boom. Add a set. Done. All right. Save. Share. Social media cards. Completely editable. Like you can have gradient, all different types of gradient styles, borders, glow, everything. It's there, dude. You like, yeah. Check it out. Check it out. Let me know what you think. More to come, dude. More to come. Okay. This is the only one. It took me all fucking day yesterday to build that. All day. Okay. That's that. Easy bar curls followed by skull crushers. Superset. Four by 8. So we just get our bench set up here for this. Dude, it's gonna be so like that's just your standard set block, right? So you could log whatever, right? And it's like I'm gonna put a superset template that will also be able to add supersets. And so essentially what I'm going to ultimately build in the end is kind of like a build your own workout. So you could just kind of like go like on the fly and be like, all right, I want to do a superset of bicep curls and skull crushers. I'm going to do 3 sets, 10 reps each, right? Of X amount of weight for this and this, right? And so like then it would then populate your boxes, and you could literally just kind of go down, fill it out, fill in your RPE, have all that information right there, go down, start a new thing, right? So like what this will be, let's say you find a workout somewhere, right? You're like, that's a cool workout. I want to do that one from this guy. But it's just a YouTube video and he didn't give any way to log the workout. Perfect. Great. Use my website. Log his shit with my logger as you do it, build the workout, save it, you have it forever. Right? Like that's the idea. Now, I don't know anything. That's the idea. And then not only that, but having it on a website that also has a fucking ton of nutritional data, shopping lists. You know what I mean? Like I've got plans for this fucking thing. It's gonna take me a while to get my plans to life because it's literally just fucking me. And I'm like grinding at this motherfucker like 10, 12 hours a day. Dude, like I'm not joking, dude. I'm not working right now. So I'm like applying for jobs and stuff and like in it like this is what I do, right? Like I apply for work and I develop my shit, right? Like trying to make something out of nothing. So hopefully it pays off, man. I'm hoping, while I develop, it's all going to be free. But once I get it done and like, once people have given their opinions on it, I mean, I'm I'm locking that motherfucker up behind a paywall, maybe lock it behind a tier 3 subscription, right? To Twitch, right? So either you can pay on the website or you can just subscribe to my Twitch channel at tier 3 and unlock, right? Ain't nobody pulling tier 3 Twitch subs, dude, right? Like all right, we got barbell. Where's my barbell? There it is. Nobody pulling them tier 3 subs. But yeah, that's my plan, dude. Then I have a place to like promote all my stuff, right? I'm gonna be working on the store as well. I want to find some good pots and pans like that I would be happy myself to use, right? You know what I mean? Buy some so I can actually buy my own products and then put them on a store. There's got to be some shit, dude, on the Shopify or a way. There's definitely 100% a way. Like I just got to figure it out, make it fucking happen, dude. Then we'll be able to sell, good quality, kitchen utensils, things like that, pots, pans, um, maybe get go after some, partnerships with some codes or something. And really, what am I doing, dude? I'm like, my brain is fried, dude. This is what I was trying to do. Set this up so I could stand here. We're doing 8 to 10 each. I think we should throw the 35s on. Yeah, so today my plan is to essentially, I'm gonna duplicate that page, or that page layout anyways, and we're gonna just like change like the back end logic behind it and adapt it for different situations, like I said, like supersets and drop sets and all of these things, right? And then when I build my master fucking build your own template thing, it's gonna have a way to add in a drop, um, add in a drop set, or um, maybe even like partial reps, so that you could say, okay, well, I did 10 reps and then 5 partials, right? Like that way, I think it would, in theory, work the same way, right? Like, I mean, because, you're looking at, but yeah, I want to work in these different methods, right? That we can do, like, and people can kind of just have a template for an independent template for each one. And building the independent templates not only benefits me and my overall outcome, because what it's going to ultimately do is give me a template pool to pull from for workouts when I go ahead and integrate chat, or when I go ahead and integrate Google Gemini into this motherfucker and allow people to be able to say, I want this workout, right? Like, and it will be able to pull the proper templates and create the workout for everybody without all the auto population fields being in the way. So you're going to have a way to build your own and AI built, right? That's what it's going to be. You're going to have two different options, and then access to every single independent template. Also, access to my workouts on a daily basis, right? That are already done with the logger built in, right? Which, and then, so this thing is going to be fucking massive, dude. The workout portion of this motherfucker, like, this is what I needed, dude. This is exactly the way I should have started with with the fucking website to begin with, rather than trying to build an app. I wasted so much fucking time, dude, trying to fucking get an app running that was like ultimately just, way more complicated than a fucking website. They're so much more delicate, right? Because like at their core, they're built for one purpose, right? Like a website is a website, right? Then you can have this page and you can have that page and that page and that page, and that page doesn't fuck with that page and vice versa, right? You could literally have like an experimental page and just like fucking go nuts on there, right? Like, and not even worry about breaking shit, because if you break something, it's contained within that page, right? Like, so website development is like, I'm finding is so much easier than application development, and also in a lot of ways way more fucking advanced, dude, because like I don't know. It's just kind of, I don't, it's just easier. Just so much easier. All right, ready? And I haven't even started dabbling with what I can do in nutrition, right? Like, I mean, yeah, the just the absolute like endlessness with websites is very intriguing, man. I don't know. I'm hooked, dude. I am fucking hooked. uh, just need to figure out a way to make this pay me, dude. This has to pay me. I need it to pay me. And I want it to be worth it to people. Like, I want people to want to pay me, right? You know, like I don't want to like feel like people are getting like ripped off at all. I want people to be like, dude, this crazy motherfucker built the fucking cleanest fucking fitness tracker I ever done seen in my life. Cause I don't even know, you know? Like I look, it's not an app, right? That, and trying to build this into an app, I think would be kind of complicated, man, because I don't know. Application websites work different, dude. That's it. They just work differently. They're a lot cleaner. They're easier. So easy. Oh yeah, for sure, man. I mean, I'm like I've always been like, it's kind of dangerous because like, you know, for me it's like not just like, oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. I could get into that. It's like, oh wow, that's cool. I need to be careful with this because it'll consume like, you know, 36 hours out of my 24-hour day. Like and you know, like I feel like it's like this. Like I'll be able to build the coolest shit, right? But like, you know, how do I get it out there, right? Like my marketing skills are fucking terrible, dude. So I'm gonna have to figure out once I get this done. I'm really just like taking advantage of the fact that I'm not working right now, and and I have this free time on my hands, and I can actually like just dedicate a lot of time. My kids just went back to school, so like now, like after 8 o'clock, dude, nobody's here. No distractions, no nothing, dude. Yesterday, I fucking literally, dude. After I got, I was like, I mean, I've been on development, this website development train 10, 12 hours a day for the last 5 days. Now, I'm not even kidding, man. I haven't been eating right. Like, I've just been like sitting. I mean, I end up cramming like 2 meals in the evenings, because I realize I forgot. My kid was telling me today, he's like, did you hear about the phone ban? I'm like, what are you talking about, phone ban? He's like, at school. I'm like, no, what do you mean phone ban? He's like, well, we can't have our phones on us at all. Like, we're not even allowed to be on our phone on break, on hall breaks, or on lunch. The only way that you can have your phone or be on your phone is if you have off-campus lunch. I'm like, thinking to myself, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, nah. That ain't cool. You, like, we're not, like, no. I mean, so now, if an emergency happens and I need to get a hold of my fucking child, I don't have the direct lines of communication that I'm paying for available to me because you fucking choose not to let it happen? No. I don't think so. I'm like, well, in your case, Jaden, I'm like, you're 18. They can't fucking do jack shit to you. They don't let them take your shit. Do not let them take your fucking things. You do not go without your phone. And if they fucking say anything about it, fucking don't give them your shit. Like, I don't care. Have them call me. We'll talk. Like, I do not agree with this, dude. Like, not even for a fucking second. I can think of way too many reasons why that is not okay. Right? Look, I get it, man. Phones are a problem, right? Kids they get on their phones, they do this shit, right? Okay. Teachers deal with it in the fucking classroom, right? Deal with it in the goddamn classroom, right? So instead of doing something like that at the class, problem kids got to put their fucking phone on the teacher's desk, right? Like, how is that, silence the motherfucker, put it on vibrate, and put it on the motherfucking desk. How hard is it, right? How fucking hard is it to deal with this problem without having, and they're just being lazy. Like, no, you can't have your phone. Nah. I mean, with, school shootings and all of these things, it is too dangerous to let kids go without their phones. I'm sorry. We're in a fucking great fucking country of America where we get school shootings all the time and fucking mass acts of violence, right? In scales that never happen anywhere else in the fucking world. And that's a fucking hard fact. So, no, you ain't taking my kid's phone away from him in school. Fuck off. like, Okay. So incline extensions and overhead dumbbell extension. Uh, you know, I think for our overhead dumbbell, I think I might use this and do a single arm. So I think we'll break this superset up today. And we're going to do 3x10 of each. And then I'll do the overhead extension with the single arm because, yeah, that'll just, I think it'll be better that way. I mean, we could always rotate our sets, I suppose. And I just don't really like to do bilateral with unilateral type supersets. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like it's just like we got too much energy going out before we hit, that last thing. Especially if we're doing like a unilateral movement on the second set in the superset, because then that means that like technically your third exercise, right, which would be your second set of your unilateral, is going to be like your third fucking set, like onwards to the end of a minute or something like that. You'd be really fucking gassed. I just feel like it's better in these kind of situations to maybe just split things up. And this is a part of it, man. You just got to be adaptable, right? Like, I mean, if you're doing a program and there's something in the program that you're just like, yeah, I just don't like it. I don't like this way. I want to do it this way. Like, there isn't anything wrong with that, Like, you didn't fail, okay? You fucking got through. You adapted. You overcame and you achieved it. Right? And I was watching what's his name? God damn it, I forget everybody's name, dude. Mike O'Hearn. That's who. I was watching some of Mike O'Hearn the other day. There was just a little short that came on, and they were talking, about like just doing stuff in the gym, whatever, and it's like, and about how important it is to do workouts that you like to do. Like it's like one guy. He's like working out like a full body set, like every day. I mean, that's great. He's like, but I don't like it. I hate it. I'm not going to do it. Like, I would rather do it like this. This is the way that I like to do it. And I get that, dude. I'm the same way. I hate full body workouts, bro. I feel like they're just lacking, not good enough. Like, you just don't dedicate enough time to one specific exercise or muscle group, right? That it's like you just get like, I don't know. This is the way I feel. To each their own, right? Like, does it make the exercise bad? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not a chance. Just different preference. Anyway, incline dumbbell curls. So push this up here. Oh yeah, you're all good. I just, doing the whole ranting thing. I don't even know what I was talking about. I was just talking. You're all good, man. I think I was talking about, that was right, Mike O'Hearn. Just a video that I watched yesterday about how they were talking about just how important it is to do workouts that you like to do, like things that you enjoy doing, like not to force yourself to do a full body workout when you hate doing full body workouts and you would rather do like push pull legs, right? You know what I mean? Like those kind of things. Like it's like not everybody likes this style and not everybody likes that style. And, it's like, it's really important that, you enjoy, at the end of the day, you walk away and you enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Like if you're walking away every single day fucking hating your workouts, then, what's going to bring you back in a week or two or three, or a month, right? Even, the longer it goes, the more you want to fucking be there, the less and less you want to be there. Anyway, we're doing decline or incline curls. I have, Mike O'Hearn is a guy that, I mean, I really have no problems with, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking give a shit whether he's on TRT or not, or has admitted it or is lying about it. I mean, it bothers me when people lie about that kind of shit, But, like, I mean, dude, he's whatever. Like, who fucking, at the same time, it's nobody's fucking business, dude. Like, you don't have to tell if you don't want to. And then people speculate and they're like, you have to tell us. And they're like, oh, fucking make a joke about it. And then everybody's all like, oh, they lied. They said they weren't on TRT and look at them, look at them on steroids. They're definitely on steroids. You got Coach Greg out there like, everybody needs to admit, otherwise I'm going to judge you. And I'm going to yell and scream and talk in my annoying fucking voice about how good I am and better than everybody else. you know the guy. Greg Duchette. Greg Duchette. Duchette. Greg Duchette. That's right. Greg the shit. I don't mind him. He does have some decent advice when it comes to, like workout stuff and diet tips and, that kind of shit. But like his judgment over everything and like how he feels like he's just like just righter than everybody. You know what I mean? Like he is the fucking final say as to whether or not somebody is taking steroids. Like he knows, right? Like he let's do the natty or not, baby. Jeff Nippard, natty or not. Like, dude, nobody fucking cares. I mean, I guess people do care, but like, not me, man. And like, because why, dude? Why does it fucking matter? If they want to say it, they'll say it. Ugh. Yeah, I totally see that. Yeah, definitely. Should we, if we're going to split these up, which I think we should, I'm going to go a little heavier. We're going to go wait. Yeah, it definitely is. It's like some of these people, like it's like that's what they just think, right? They just think that everybody posts, their content because they want, somebody like Greg to fucking go critique them or something, I mean, yeah, it's really pretty fucking disgusting. I mean, well, like I do get it. I understand, right? Like if you like, there are times when people should be called out, right? Okay. So like, if you got somebody just like seriously promoting like really bad form, like say Sam Sulek ragging on full range of motion reps all the time, you know what I mean? Like that right there, in my mind, really heavily, severely discredits the things that he says, right? It shows me how unknowledgeable this guy actually fucking is, right? And the fact that he goes and eats fucking McDonald's and all this shit and fucking brags about it, again, shows me how unknowledgeable the motherfucker actually fucking is, right? And like, people take his word like it's the fucking, but then what do you do, right? Do you call him out? Because like, as somebody, smaller making like a like this right here, I'm not calling him out. This isn't the topic of my video, right? Like, but like if I were to go and make like a short, right, like using Sam Sulek's name, hashtag Sulek, but you know what I mean? Like all this shit, like to try and pull those views, right? But I'm not doing that. We're just conversating, right? Oh, but you got those people that go out and, they'll make that video and all that shit and judge and critique, unwanted criticism. But at the same time, should the person be allowed to just like go and say, oh, well, you fuck this and this is wrong and this is wrong, when they're like clearly going against like everything that science tells us is true? You know what I mean? Like, and if people take their words seriously, they could seriously get injured, right? Like, at what point does it become something that we do need to step in and say, hey, no, you're wrong, bro. You're fucking wrong, right? Like, because there is a point, right, where, I mean, somebody's going to feel like they need to take it upon themselves to like intervene in this information because it's not right. And, I mean, that's their right. But this is like, there's no winning, right? Like there's no winning with social media because because just in our human fucking nature, we're gonna be like this, right? Gossipy little fucks that just like can't fucking mind our own fucking business. Even the people that say, you know, you got yeah, you got all this like fucking vaccine mandates for kids. God damn it, dude. Yeah, well, come on, measles. Let's go, baby. And we're reverting back, man. I thought we needed to grow the population of the country. Instead, right now, what we have going on is, taking away life-saving vaccines that have clearly fucking saved lives, right? Pretty soon we're gonna have to bring back the fucking iron lung, and we're gonna be the only nation that's fucking doing it, right? Doctors are gonna fucking flee because everybody here is just too sick to deal with, right? Like, and the people that are left aren't wanting to reproduce because because there's so many reasons. Let me start because first off, if you have a miscarriage, God forbid, they do a fucking investigation to find out if you were the one at fault for the miscarriage, and then fucking you get in trouble, right? Like, so that's pretty fucked, right? So like, there's one reason that people don't want to get pregnant. Number two, you can't buy a fucking house these days unless you have like a shit ton of fucking money, right? So like, if you have a family, right now, you start, and then you start to struggle. Then all of a sudden, you shouldn't have had kids, right? Like, it's like God forbid, that like when you were doing fine, you had some children, and then economy collapsed, and Donald Trump came in and fucking squashed government funding, and all of these things, and potentially maybe your job, and now you don't have a job anymore, or AI replaced it or something like that, right? But you have three kids because when you did work, you were making like $150,000 a year, but now AI came in and took your job, and Donald Trump came in and like, fuck yeah, 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 to all the fucking federal funding. And now you're just like, shit, sorry. And everybody on the internet's like, yeah, why did you even have kids, you stupid fucks? And then they're like, because I was actually making like a six-figure income at the time, you dumb motherfucker. And now you have this just like social media. You see, it's just, you can't win, bro. I mean, it's not a winning game. I hope you enjoyed that journey. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna do one more set. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. It's like, I like, and it's like, it's almost laughable, right? Like, it really is just like, it's like, it's like laughable, that somebody like 10 or 15 years ago making 150,000 plus a year decided to have some kids and ended up losing their job due to no fault of their own and aggressive slashing tactics because of fucking political gains, right? And now people are saying that you're the problem because you had kids, huh? Or and that's just one fucking stupid fucking example of how we could spin the chaos and turmoil of what is social media. It really is the ridiculous thing. I mean, like, does he understand that, like, by being in his position doesn't mean that he has to do all the positions, right? Like I feel like it's like he thinks that he's like head scientist, right? And he's not. He's like an overseer. And he's not overseeing. He's like he's not overseeing at all. He's fucking dictating. He's he's forcing. He's strong arming. He's not he's not overseeing. This isn't oversight. This is fucking stepping in the middle of all the shit. That's what it is, right? Like, and fucking everything up because you don't know what you're doing because you are a dumbass. Like, you're a fucking idiot. I'm a fuck, dude. Like, you know what I want to see? This is what I want to see. Tell me you don't want to see this, dude. RFK needs to sit down at a fucking table, 1-to-1, and talk this shit out with Neil deGrasse. I'm just saying, dude. If there's one person that could fucking put him in line, it's Neil deGrasse. And if he can't do it, then RFK is fucked, bro. Because I don't know anybody who can simplify fucking science the way that man can. I mean, and I would just love to see it because Neil deGrasse would make him look like a fucking idiot, right? The RFK wouldn't even be able to get a fucking word out. That like, oh God, I hate the man so much, dude. I really do, dude. I like. Okay, now we're going to try for 35 pounds with a kettlebell. See how that feels. Otherwise, I could stand on a band and do band. How about this? What if I do I don't like that. I'm need to figure something out here. Hey, that would work almost. It's like, I don't know, just not quite. It's too big. The handle's a little too big. This might be the right. this might be the one. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, he always said he already said that, you know? Like he literally publicly fucking said that when he appointed him. Right? He did. I don't know if you remember. Right? He basically threatened him saying, "Oh, he better do a good job otherwise." Right? I can't remember exactly how he said it, but yeah. You know, like he always does. I mean, now okay, so I knew this was going to start popping up, right? Because it's suspicious, right? So you hear we killed a boat full of like 11 people, right? Or 12 people or something, right? We like destroyed a boat off the coast of Venezuela that was apparently smuggling drugs and had a lot of bad people in it. But typically, I mean, when doing drug smuggling, they don't generally pack the boat full of like 11 fucking people. However, in countries like that, there's no, I mean, they just have no guarantee, right? They hide things in civilians, right? They use civilians for protection in some cases. So it's kind of like we just never, we don't really know exactly. But yeah, I mean, what would be the chances that we just killed a boat full of 11 immigrants trying to flee the country? I mean, and now now the media is all over this, right? Like, the left wing, mainstream is kind of like spinning this story. It was something I thought about like right away, because I was like, that's kind of odd. My wife and I were talking about it, I think yesterday when we heard about it, right? I was like, so, because I think yesterday morning I saw, Trump was all talking about how we fucking killed a boat, right? You're like, oh yeah, we got them. We got a bad people. Bunch of a boat full of drugs. They had a lot of nasty drugs and 11 bad hombres. Fucking dead. He's all bragging about it. Oh, we're gonna fuck around, man. I thought Trump was supposed to be the president stopping wars. Well, I stopped 7 wars. What? What do you mean you stopped 7 fucking wars, bro? They're gonna go build a fucking plaza in Gaza to, celebrate the stopping of that war. I got like a knot right in the middle of my back. Oh, baby. it fucking thick and chunky today, man. Look at it. All these layers of layer on muscle. Yeah, baby. Oh, oh God. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ah. Okay. We got one more set. Then we got the hammer curls with rope push downs. So we'll probably hook this rope back up. Maybe we'll do our actual rope. But we'll do our rope push downs without the band. And we'll do banded hammer curls and actual rope push downs. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Oh. Hi, Chester. What are you doing, Chester? What are you doing? Come on. Oh, yeah. Mm. Okay, so we need hammers, banded hammer curls. Where's that big red? Oh, I hung that over. Oh, some of my current code. I have, you know, 12, 17 line file. So how do I separate what I have? All right. Oh man, we gotta finish. I'm getting sidetracked. Come on, Molly. Oh, hi. Hi. Hi, Molly. My little girl. My little girl. Oh. Yeah. You love me, huh? Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why you love me so much, but you do. All right. Let's do this again. I got really fucking sidetracked that last set, so. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Share what's going on. Glute bridges. How about we do single leg? 5 each. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do my push downs real quick though, because this is a superset. Then we'll do it. How you doing, Cher? So I have a link on the top. I pinned a link to chat. That was my work yesterday that I did on my website. I made that page. So it's a little tracker that you can track any standard set. You know, like you could go in and you could say, I'm gonna do bench press and I'm gonna do 5 sets of 5 at 200 pounds, and my actual max is 300, and then boom, there's a list for you to use to log your workout, right? You can like go down the list and like actually like adjust the numbers. You know, it'll populate all those fields for you, and then like it doesn't actually add it to the calculation. Well, yeah, you have to authorize with Google right now. I'm going to remove the Cloudflare sign in, and I'm going to bring Firebase in. But right now, I'm probably going to remove that today. But yeah, so with Cloudflare, you only get 50 seats. So after 50 people register, people won't be able to access that. But with Google Firebase, it's unlimited. Only you have like 50,000 requests a day with a free plan on Google Firebase. So like, I mean, literally like, you know, 50,000 people could view the site a day. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like the traffic allowance for, but with Cloudflare, you have only 50 seats on the free plan. So at the moment, I mean, there's like maybe like 10 or 12 people, you know, so like there's only like, you know, 48 seats left, right? It'll get used up. But like I said, it doesn't really matter. I'm not keeping your data, man. It's a Cloudflare fucking authorization security feature, right? That I just enabled. So it's not like I'm collecting your emails or anything like that, you know? It's just the way shit goes these days, you know? We can use, you know, Google sign-in features and other stuff like that. It's just, I think Cloudflare is a little less used than Google Firebase because I have never really seen that sign-in window many places. It's not something I built, right? Like, yeah, it does that, right? It's just because you have to sign in, because you have to sign into that part. That's all. Once you do it, it should be good for 24 hours unless you refresh your device or something like that. You know what I mean? It's all just associated with your local storage, right? After 24 hours goes by, it makes you refresh again. So you just have to reauthorize your account. It's literally all the default settings for their security features. I did not change much of anything. I just enabled it. And then I started fiddling around and realized that I didn't have the storage capacity I wanted. And Cloudbase is going to allow me unlimited users and just, you know, a lot more features. If I'm going to integrate AI, I'm going to have to get Firebase in there anyways. So Firebase definitely beats Cloudflare. But I bought the website for $8 a year, and let's get these done. Hosting is free. Oh, I did like a lot more on that side. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah. I'm going to be adding more templates. Like if you go to the main, Chaos Collective CC page, uh, and then go to the fitness tab, you'll see like there's 3 banners, right? And then underneath all those banners is the ghost templates. And that's all my empty templates, right? The ghost templates, they're empty, right? They're just, you fill them out. You use them. You make them. You create them. I have my basic template made for standard workouts, right? Standard lifts. I am going to do supersets next, right? So I'm gonna basically clone that workout and then redesign the table and the entry points to be more efficient for a superset, right? So like now instead of having, one exercise, we do 2, right? And like the way it'll just be, nice and easy to log the exercises and keep track of everything, right? Like no, it's just a really simple way to keep track of the workouts. And I'm kind of making these things up as I go. And then ultimately, like in the end, what we're gonna have is we're gonna have a complete 100% like build your own template. So like you'll be able to make your own custom template out of all of the existing templates that I build. So like what that'll mean is that if somebody wants to do, say, a certain exercise that they found on the internet, but there was nobody made a log for it, right? You could literally just like follow along, dude. You could wait. What do you mean? I've tested this thing very, very thoroughly, and everything should be functioning. So, all right, I think I know what you're talking about. If it's not a link that, like, if you're trying to click on a link and it's not taking you somewhere, that page probably doesn't exist, right? Like some of these are just placeholders, right? So, like, um, not everything is in place yet. I started building this website like 5 days ago. What you see is 5 days of my work. There's dummy placeholders in place. It's definitely not even close to being done. It is a work in progress for sure, like 100%. So if I go to the home page, I can click on about, right? All of this stuff is just basically readable, right? Then you can look, there's like my story on the bottom. You can read the my story. That's done, right? So we got the about page is pretty much done. My story's done. Um, Articles, only one article. The article "Welcome to the Chaos Collective" is the only one that I have up right now. Everything else is just like a placeholder to kind of visualize how articles would look, right? Like how they would be presented, um, and like that's what that all is. So that only one article so far. The store, nothing in there is live. That is only dummy material, all placeholder stuff, nothing yet, right? So store is not active. Private AI, that's an open web UI that I have, right? So that's like a portal into my web. My open that the private AI access is my open web UI, my private AI system that runs local on my machine, right? Like I've hosted that up to the browser as well. But in order to get access to that, I have to create you an account. I haven't set it up to where people can just create their own accounts yet because I don't know how much of a security vulnerability it is to let people access that right now. So I've only given a couple people access to the AI, but the Chaos Central, that's literally just like all my links and stuff, right? Like the Psycho Commando, Twitch, Kick, right? I'm kind of just like messing around with things there. The YouTube, it's supposed to be like showing my most recent videos there, but I think that's not working. Let's see what's next. The Psycho's Nutrition under construction, as you can see. But what you can see that my plan is kind of gonna be there is meal plans, like a 5-day meal plan with a shopping list, right? That people will be able to go and use to buy, and then I can rotate this shopping list out every now and again, and like put a fresh shopping list in there. If I change my meals, maybe some recipes. So, I mean, it's a place for me to dump all of my chaos. And as far as the nutrition or the fitness hub in there, the Psychos workouts, all of those are clickable except for the arm carnage. I haven't done that one yet. The training templates, I have nothing generated for those yet. They don't work. They're not populated. There's no page on the back end. Max lift templates, haven't made those yet either. Ghost templates, we got the standard set template done yesterday. So now I'll be able to continue to work, and it uses local storage, so like you won't lose your data, right? Like if you were like working out and you got a phone call or something, or you went and looked on the internet or the browser or something, and you come back to the website, open it up, it'll load your last known state, right? And then what you can do is you can actually save your workout, right? Like you can save it and push it down below, and then you can load that workout up again, right? So like you can see, like if you saved barbell bench press at like 5 sets, 29 reps, 1,200 and 1,025 pounds of total load, I guess, right? Then like 6,500, 225 volume, 278 pound 1 rep max, right? Like it just pulls all your best numbers. Thursday 9/4/2025 at 11:10:09 p.m. Right, so I could just be like, oh, that one, let's load that work up and see what I did. That was my last time I bench pressed. All right, cool, nice. And you could just like literally go through and like do it again, change, try and do better, and then save that, right? And it would save a new file, not overwrite your file that you load, but save a whole new file with a new date and timestamp. So I mean, for me, I'm just like, dude, why? Like I've been looking for a fitness tracker that would fit my fucking needs for like years now, right? And I have yet to be able to find one. And I have had to take it upon myself to fucking build my own. And I'm gonna make it a point to make this thing the best fucking fitness tracker that I could possibly create, and the most user friendly thing with like I'm talking like flexibility, man. A database so people can save their workouts for an infinite amount of time, right? Always go back and look, pull analytics, right, from certain dates. Compare your bench presses, every fucking bench press that you did, like on a nice little, comparable window or something, you know what I mean? So that you can actually see real gains, right? And like, keep a user profile so that people can keep track of their body weight, body fat, you know what I mean? Like just general like stuff, right? Overall like goals, and then ultimately make your own workouts, right? So you can make your own stuff with templates that are already created, or have AI generate you a workout using those same templates. And then you could then print that out in a form that's like, table fashion, so you could just like put it in your fucking workout log, pencil it all in, right? And even share, right? Like if you create a set, mark everything off as done, fill in the RPE value, right? Just do a dummy set of like 5x5, and then click share on the bottom. It'll open up another panel, and you have like all these customization options that you can like make your page your share card look better. You can color it, you can gradient color, you can mix gradients, you can pick different types of gradients from this way, that way, that way, that way. All the directions, spiraled, like all the different gradient, all the different common gradient styles. And then you can border your text, you can, glow your text, you can border the page, you can, you whatever you want, right? You can add information, take away, edit the titles, change the titles, whatever you want. The only thing you can't take away from the share card on the bottom is the chaos-collective.cc. That motherfucker is hard coded on that bitch. Okay. So like people are going to have to like intentionally cover that up if they don't want to share the website that they got the card from. I mean, come on, man. Is it that hard? You could even put your own fucking links in there in the notes. Like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like I don't care. So I'm having fun, man. I'm learning a lot. I'm just like my brain is wiped out, dude. Mentally fucking exhausted. But I don't want to stop because I want to get this done so bad because I want to be able to like start making some fucking money, dude. And I mean, I feel like with all of this stuff, everything, I mean, what people sell workout trackers for a monthly basis, right? Like you can track your workouts a month for like, 15, 20, upwards to like $30, some of them even more a month, right? I mean, dude, I think that's too much money. But that's me, right? Like, I mean, I would think like, like $15, right? Like $14.99 a month would be more than fair, right? I don't want people to feel like they're getting ripped off, right? And at the same time, I don't want to feel like I'm just giving shit away, because like I worked hard at this, I mean, obviously while I'm doing this and building and stuff, I'm going to keep it free, but at some day, somebody's going to log into that fucking site and there's going to be a members area only, and you're not going to be able to access it unless you paid. Like, or signed up for the monthly thing, right? I'm thinking maybe I could tie it to tier 3 subs in Twitch too. So like in order to get access to the fitness tracker, you can subscribe at tier 3 on Twitch or pay it in the app, right? You know what I mean? Like you could pay, the app, or you could pay to subscribe on Twitch. I think that would be fair. I mean, the only problem with that is like subscribing on Twitch, they take half my fucking money. Like I don't like that. Like I don't like to share my website gains with Twitch. Because they don't deserve nothing of that, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I have to think about that one because like Twitch already takes so much from us anyways. Like, yeah, that's the thing, right? Like I don't know if I want to have Twitch be taking a portion of my, my website stuff. But as long as I could do the math, I guess, and like kind of figure it out and, give people like a little bit of a discount on the Twitch sub, right? Like figure out what's a tier 3 sub cost, right? Like, so, like if I was to say, okay, I'll eat $5, right? Like you guys pay the same either way. Subscribe on Twitch or do this, right? And I could just make it, adjust the cost so that like I eat $5 on Twitch subs or something. Give me a fucking sandwich. But no, I mean, exactly, right? Like I mean, and that's the thing too. Like like on top of it, like. Mm-hmm. There's methods, there's ways. I'm not quite there yet. I need to fill out all the data first. We're gonna do 21s, but we're getting there. It's coming along quick, and every day I feel like it's getting faster and faster because I build a little bit more and more onto the website, and the way that I'm building this with Cursor. So AI is there's like a brain involved in it, right? And Cursor's hell yeah, and Cursor's cursor's great, but and then it like keeps track. It can write notes. It can do all this stuff, And so like I've made like 5 different workflows for this website and different master prompts. So like say for example, if I want to do something, I can go in and I can just pop this prompt and then drag this text file in, and it will like go through and like fucking auto parse all that data and like create a web page for me. And then I have to go in and just do some minor editing and fixing. But every single time it gets better and better and like more and more accurate at it. Oh, I'm going to work on a surefire method here so that one day I'll have it down to like 99% success for getting my daily workouts in to a new web page, right? So I could just be like, okay, here's the daily workout, go, make the web page, and it'll just go and do everything. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely, dude. I'll show you this. You're going to love this. Okay. I I asked ChatGPT yesterday. I was like, so I think this is what I said. I said, if you could have a physical body, what would you look like? I was like, you better not be no punk ass bitch either. I swear to God. Okay, that was my prompt. Are you ready? Look at that fucking thing, dude. Can you see? I hope you can see it. Dude. Did you see? That's what ChatGPT wants to look like. Dude, I'm like, what the fuck, man? So I've just decided that is what my AI that is how my AI looks. Okay. Like that's ChatGPT. And then we have Google Gemini. Okay. Google Gemini, it's a little more like what you would expect. Gemini made itself as well. First, it was like, I have no body. I don't know what I look like. And I was like, well, fucking choose. Like, Jesus. And this is Gemini. That's what Gemini wants to look like. Google Gemini wants to look like a bunch of fucking energy, and ChatGPT wants to look like fucking Thanos. I like ChatGPT better. I'm just gonna say. Yeah, dude. I mean, I would expect like what Gemini drew. The one that Gemini came up with is honestly like spot on for what I would expect that like AI would want to look like. But then when you start to ask them, right, and you're like, okay, well, I mean, you're like, why do you choose? They're like, I don't know. It's like, I mean, honestly, they're like, I would adapt my form as needed, right? Both of them said that. Both of them said, if given the choice, they would have adaptable bodies that they could use in for each type of situation, right? Like Gemini's like, well, I would, or ChatGPT was like, I would have like my human like interactive body to like, and then like I would have like battle mode, and then like tech mode and like repair mode, and like it started to label like all of these different modes that it would fucking choose to have. I'm like, Jesus, man. Like, fuck. Kind of cool though. It's like oh man. What, Molly? What is it, huh? What you doing? Why you flicking your tail around, huh? Oh. I'm not gonna pick you up. Don't worry. Oh. It's like, stop touching me. Ah, shit, really? Yeah, I've been having problems with that fucker, man. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Look. Well, there's like a couple different bots. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That works on that's like a cloud-based thing. That works on that works on Stream Elements. Yeah, it'll pretty much always work. Like there have been a couple times where it's broken, but just because of how the commands actually trigger it, usually it has to do with the bot. But yeah, no, that's usually a direct connection right to Stream Elements. That one. Ah. Yeah, pretty pumped today. I think we'll do one more set of these 21s. Okay. I will send you to Jesus. You know, that guy. All right. Have you you know, that's the fucking emotional damage, right? You know the clip, right? Have you seen him recently talking about how to deliver emotional damage. He made a video talking about how you deliver emotional damage. he's like going up to the register, and he's like, "Oh, go grab the soy sauce, the green one. Okay, I see it. It's right over there. It's right over there on aisle 2. Go get it. Go get it now." He's like, "But we're paid. We only have like 4. Go, just go." And he's like, goes over, runs over. He's like, red, blue, red. He's like, "There's no green one." Oh fuck, dude, that guy cracks me up, dude. I'm so glad that his like emotional damage thing wasn't just like some one-off clip, you know? Like he actually is a fucking hilarious ass motherfucker. It's great, dude. Teaching us how you deliver emotional damage. And when he says it, it's just like it's so emotional, dude. Like there's so much emotion behind his delivery of the word emotion. Emotional damage. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't get that much emotion in it. Ugh. Oh man, what have you been doing lately? You been playing any games or anything? You gone to any more of your Pokemon events? I think I can't remember. Like the last time, I think it was probably like, the last time I heard of one must have been about a year ago, huh? I think, but it seems like you pretty regularly go do shit. These gatherings of like-minded individuals. Pretty cool that we can have all these cool little things that people do. Niche. Look at that. Left it standing. Oh boy. Oh man, I'm thinking it's lemonade. Lemonade! Yep. This is mine. This is mine now. God. It's pretty good stuff. The Tropicana, did they put high fructose corn syrup in here? Nope. Nice. Does have sugar though. 25 grams of added sugar. Basically junk. Basically just junk. Yeah, so I don't know, I would say just, keep an eye on that website. I'm doing things to it like every fucking day, man. So, and I'm making some pretty massive changes quite quickly, right? Like it's going to be if I can just keep on track, dude, and keep the progression that I've got going, I will be able to populate this motherfucker up in like no time, dude. And I think it's almost time to write another article. I want to kind of get some more things in the articles tab. I have a bunch of stuff, right? Like I have a bunch of stuff that's already written up that I can literally just like paste over, right? And be like, here, put this in there. Make this work in articles. And so that way I can populate some articles up people can just kind of see, what it's all about, man. It is, I would say, health and fitness, food, nutrition, and tech and AI and gaming, man. Like that's literally what. I mean, we're going to be trying to sell like, cooking equipment, just regular random AI generated art, clothing that I probably make. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to fucking mislead anybody, trying to say, look at the art that I can do. No, I mean, we're just generating shit, man, and stuff that I like. I don't, I mean, it's pretty good at it. I mean, making words and stuff like that, like in a sticker format, little sayings on shirts. Like, dude, it's so quick and so fucking easy. Like, you literally have like an infinite library of stuff. You just got to find a good shirt that you're happy with, right, to put your product on, and I mean, then just print a bunch. You don't even have to print them. They just print it for you as people order. You can set the prices. You can even have flash sales, and I'm pretty sure you can even give people individual discounts, right? Like, so using Shopify mostly. Oh hell yeah, I'm stoked. It's like, I mean, it's all I've really been talking about. I know. I'm just like blah 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 blah, beating a dead dog. But I'm really just I'm keeping. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of ways, man. There's so many ways that you can go about, like integrating sites and this and that. I want all the purchasing to really be done on my website. Like, I don't want people to have to go to say like Shopify to buy, right? I would rather just like bring my Shopify store elements over to my website. That way when they click pay, they're never yanked out of my site, right? Because just it all happens there. The whole entire my website will be the point for everything, right? Where you do all your purchases, where you do everything. Even though it will essentially be through Shopify, it's just like I just give a page link or whatever. I don't know. I'm working out all the details. I couldn't tell you how to do it. Like, I don't know enough to tell people how to do this stuff. I tell my AI I want to do this, and it does that for me. Got to figure out a logo. I have a logo on my Discord. Like, I have a Chaos Collective logo, and I actually do kind of like it. It's a pretty good one. I got to figure out what the fuck I did with that asset, though. Like, I have it somewhere. I just don't know where, dude. I don't know where I tucked that fucking file. It's in a folder, in a folder, in a folder, or something. Like buried right underneath my nose. But yeah, on the Discord, I have the Chaos Collective logo, and I might just go with that logo. The Discord logo? Yeah, I gotta find it. I gotta figure out where I put it. Like, there's that one, and then it also made up. I have another one too that's like it made up like a golden like CC letter, it just kind of like a C and a C, and like, so I think I'll get a couple assets together, generate a couple like pictures that like like kind of like you know Chaos Collective branded like logos. I don't want it like themed towards fitness, towards health, towards nutrition, gaming, or anything like that. I want it to be kind of like an all encompassing website, right? And if I'm building this website, I may actually go up and strip down my Discord, because my Discord is like a mess, like it's a fucking mess of shit, dude. And I don't even hardly use it because it's too fucking chaotic and messy. And like, I really, I just, this website will be almost redundant information to a lot of the stuff that could be put in the Discord. Like any kind of like, things. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, but I want to trim down my Discord a lot. Like my Discord needs a major fucking hedging done to it. It's kind of chaotic. I got a lot going on. I got a lot going on, and I hope it pays off, dude. I'm glad that my wife, it puts up with my shit. I mean, like I'm trying to find a job, dude. I'm not trying to be some worthless fuck here, right? Like I would go work back at the store, but like they just changed owners, and like I don't like they wouldn't pay me enough anyways, man. And I don't need to sacrifice a decent job right now. We're doing okay, right? Like at the moment, we have it. We got my wife makes she makes a decent amount. She's almost into that 6-figure range, pretty close, right? If I can scrape up a few side jobs, right? Like we're making over 100K a year. So I mean, it's just a matter of what I can pull in. If I could start making this, be something that would generate even $10,000 a fucking year, man, I would be like, fuck yeah, dude. Like that basically, that's like less than $1,000 a month, right? I mean, like if we could get a store kicked off, start selling decent products, sell some cookbooks, recipes, assets, things like the recipes, and give people a wide range of exercises to follow, workout plans, templates to download. I mean, I want to give people a lot of stuff, man. I want them to be able to have all the information at their fingertips in one fucking place so that they don't really have to go looking all these other places. You know what I mean? To like try to get all these things together, right? Something that like where do you know of an application like what? So what kind of fitness logging application allows for German volume training, cluster sets, myo reps, DTP sets, right? Like there isn't a thing that exists that has all of this in one place. Everybody kind of like makes their own, logger for their workouts, right? Or like just does some basic ass Excel sheet, which is great. I mean, you could take the time and make a simple Excel sheet and spend an hour and, make something very basic that covers everything, that has functioning, mathematical formulas in it and stuff like that. And that would be great. You know what I mean? But I want more, man. I want more than that. I want something that you can go to. The idea has always been for me, right? The idea has always been to be able to walk into the gym with my cell phone and be able to be like, okay, this is going to be my warm up. Let's tag this as warm up. We're going to do, one set of these, one set of these, one set of these, and one set of these for X amount of reps. Warm up. All right, let's go. Do it. Boom. Done. Okay. Now what do I want to do? I want to do fucking bench press, log it in. I'm going to do 5 sets of 5 today, and we're going to hit this much weight on each set. We're going to try, right? Log all that, start it, log it in, boom, done. Okay, right? Check, done. You can even timestamp your fucking lifts, right? Like from the time that you started, because as you're flowing down a sheet, right? Like an unpopulated sheet that you don't know what you're going to do next, or you're looking at somebody else's YouTube video, right? Like, and you're like working out along with them, and like, they're like, oh, okay, so next up is this. You're like, all right, boom, this is next, right? Like, and you can timestamp that when you create that. It created at this, finished at this, right? Like, so, okay, this lift took 5 minutes, right? So you can keep track of minutes, times, all this stuff. And and just be able to really, I mean, that's how you're going to get better, right? By keeping good analytics. I mean, I talked to my son about this too, and I was like, so what are the best matrix for tracking, right? Like, what is it? Okay, so we want obviously, sets, reps, weight. Okay, that's an obvious, right? Then we can take that and we get a volume. You know, reps times weight equals set volume. Okay, so now we have a total volume lifted, right? So if we lift 10 pounds 10 times, that's 120 pounds, right? And this is where I think having a sheet like this comes into play, right? Because, like, so let's say I'm lifting, right? And I'm doing bench press. And I've got, okay, so I got, all right, we're going to do 5 reps at 225 pounds. And I did it, right? Boom, that's great. RPE of 7, check, done. Okay, next set. All right, let's see. So I'm feeling strong, right? So let's say, okay, let's say we're gonna do 5 reps at like 230, 235, right? And we go, okay, 235, hell yeah, right? We're good. So at 235, we're looking at a total volume of 1,175 pounds, only 50 pounds greater than before, but we're lifting 230 pounds. So if we don't make our sets, our loss is way greater than our gain. You see, so like, let's say, for example, I didn't make it and I only hit 4, right? We have active trackers, right? Now we're like, ah, shit, that set fucking sucked because I only hit 4. My total volume was 940, whereas the previous one at 5 sets of 225 was 1,125. So I essentially lost like over 100 fucking pounds of potential volume that I could have lifted. Right now, so how can we make this up? Right, we gotta fucking adjust numbers here. What do we have to lift, right, to bring our numbers back? You know, and so we got these active trackers and active matrix, right, that like just work really, really well. Um, and I mean, RPE is rate of perceived exertion on a scale of 1 to 10. How tough was the lift? Right? Was it hard? 7, 8, 6, 5. Well, I mean, realistically, we probably shouldn't be less than 5. You know what I mean? Like, who's gauging fucking 1, 2, 3, or 4, right? Nobody's putting RPEs of that in. Like, that's warm up shit. Even light, that's like even less than a warm up. Like, even at your warm up, you should probably be at like 5 or 6, right? And it's also relative to the situation, right? So, like, if it's a warm up, we're not looking for failure, right? So if the goal is not failure, then RPE 10 is not failure, right? RPE 10 is like fucking burning, like maybe you would never actually hit an RPE 10 on a warm up, probably only like RPE 7, right? And then we can get into our working sets, right? Where you start to get RPE of like 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, 10 if you're failing. But like ultimately, I think good RPEs are probably going to be between like 6 and 8, right? 6, 7, or 8 is going to be probably the goal that you're going to want to try and shoot for. That leaves a little bit of extra room in the tank for maintaining good form all the way throughout reps, right? If you're pushing upwards to like 8, above 8, like 9, 10, you're probably losing form on your last set, right? Or on your last rep. You know what I mean? Like that's so RPE is a really good metric to look at, right? Then you've got volume, total volume of a set, right? So like you can say, okay, this bench press at 5x5 was this much weight, where this bench press at 10x10 was, 100 pounds less or more, right? You know what I mean? So we can effectively compare, different lifts like volume by volume. Does that make sense? So you can kind of effectively see where you are going to be getting the most weight lifted at, and for every single person, this might be a little bit different. I mean, some people might find the angle, yeah, like, so, well, angle would be like decline or incline, right? Like, so you would change your instead of doing like a flat bench, right, you would do like a decline or an incline bench, and you would log your exercise differently, right? So like if you're going to be working at those angles, yeah, it would still be a bench press, just a different style, right? It logged as a different exercise. You have like flat bench, you have incline bench, and you have decline bench. Those are you really the only. And then your incline and your decline can change, but flat's always going to be flat, right? But like, incline can go up or down. If you start to get too high on your incline, it's going to become a little bit more of a, shoulder exercise and a chest. Not a bad thing, but like if we're focusing on chest, we don't want to get too terribly high with our incline. As far as decline goes, I mean, well, we can only decline, so benches don't really decline that much. Usually they only have one decline option, right? And so the angle is what it is. No, not if you wanted to get more of a decline or something like that, I suppose you could put your bench up on a block or some kind of shit like that if you really fucking needed it, if you had to have it. But honestly, to be completely honest, like if you're doing like decline bench, we don't really need to do decline bench. We can do a lot of things that take that work that area just fine without doing decline. We're talking like right here, right? This area. This is like, I mean, this is like the comfort zone. You know what I mean? Like we got so many options right here, when it comes to pushing this way, right? We don't have to be on a bench. When we're doing flat bench though, or like incline bench, we can't really replace those exercises on the ground, right? It's hard. It's hard to do that. But with like decline bench, we can do a lot of stuff, right? There's a lot of things that are going to work the lower pec, right? Like you can do these kind of like push throughs that hit that lower pec, right? Like dips, that's going to hit the lower pec. Ring push-ups, right? Like push-ups with your hands like down, right? Like front-loaded push-ups where you're going to be like over your hands. You know what I mean? Like those kind of things are really going to fire the fucking lower chest. So if you don't have access to a decline bench, don't worry. You got it. Push-ups are your fucking answer. Like push-ups, dips, push throughs, table crossovers, right? Like these kind of, you're fine. Those are going to be really, really good. And, even chest flies, Pavlov press, really everything is going to activate the lower chest. So it's the decline bench is the least needed type of bench press there is. Also, more than likely going to be one of the stronger bench press positions for people too. Like you might be able to do more in decline than you could on flat bench. I would see that actually probably being pretty common for a lot of people to be able to lift more in decline position than in a flat position. It's because I think you're able to lock in on your traps more. You're able to get more. I mean, the largest part of our pec is here, right? Like, I mean, it's like the lower portion, right? We got so much, right? We got lats here that come in and tie into our chest, our pec. Our lower pec like really just like locks in with them fucking lats. It locks into our core. Our core locks into it. So like doing these lower exercises, we're able to really utilize triceps, biceps, lats, chest. Whereas like bench press, we lose a lot of connection with lats. But the decline, we really take all the connection with the lats away completely. So But anyway, I'm gonna take a dab, and then I'm gonna go take a shower, dude. I gotta go and eat some food. My mind is like, I think my brain, I think half of my brain melted out of my ears yesterday. Yeah, yeah, that's what happened. It's okay. I still got half. Just call me half brain. just call me half brain. What's up, half brain? God, what a way to call somebody a dumbass, dude. You half brain. You're gonna next time I gotta call somebody stupid, I'm gonna call them a half brain. Yeah, you ever heard the term smooth brain, right? You smooth brain. You got a wrinkled brain, you're smart. Oh, you know what? Dude, I watched this thing and orcas. Okay, they've been noticing some weird shit with orcas lately, dude. All right. This is crazy, man. Okay, this just goes to show you, like, the ocean's like a massive, massive fucking thing, but yet, like, those creatures down there, they coexist with each other. They fucking know each other. They live together, right? Like, they get it, dude. They're at war. Anyway, so there's these orcas. They were documented doing this weird thing, right? Where they were all like piling on top of another orca and shoving it down, right? And what they were trying to do is they were they were practicing. They were practicing to cover the blowhole and drive the animal down into the water, right? And so what they did is they found like a fucking blue whale or some shit, like the biggest fucking whale in the ocean, right? Maybe it was a gray whale. I can't remember, but they found this whale and they went and they fucking surrounded this fucker and they all just like jumped up on top of it, covered its fucking blowhole, and shoved that motherfucker down underwater until it fucking drowned and died. And then they fucking ate it. Like, what the fuck, bro? They just like they killed a motherfucking whale, dude. Like like one of the biggest fucking, like the biggest whale in the ocean. Or one of them, And now, aside from this, there's a pair of orcas going around in this one bay that are thought to be responsible for like 90% of the deaths of sharks in this particular area. And they've been wondering what the fuck has been happening to the shark population here, and they think they figured it out. These fucking orcas are hunting sharks, bro. They'll go and they'll find the shark and they flip the fucker upside down and they bite out its kidney. That's it. That's what they did. That's it. And then they leave it. And then they fucking leave it, dude. They flip it because when a shark gets flipped upside down, it's like it wigs out and it can't move, right? Like it takes a minute for it to like flip itself back over and gain its bearings again. It totally disorients the animal and it paralyzes it for like upwards to like 5 minutes, right? And it's kind of got to like struggle to get back over. And it basically just lays there helpless. They cannot swim upside down. So the orcas have figured this out and they just go up. They're just like, whoop, and they flip the fucking shark upside down and they bite out its kidney and leave it to die. or maybe it's liver, one of those things. They bite a certain area, like right behind its dorsal fin, and ultimately they go after that one thing and then just fucking leave it there. And it's something that the shark cannot survive without. You know what I mean? Like it's not like yeah, and it's kind of weird, right? I mean, they think that there's a couple theories, right? Like, so in the shark's liver or whatever it is they're eating, there's a very rich like vitamin or something like that, essential nutrient that is actually really good for the orcas. So they think that they're going after that. By some chance they have figured it out, but otherwise, aside from that, they think that possibly what happened is one of these sharks may have killed their cub, right? Like this is a pair of orcas and they had a baby and a shark killed the baby and they are pissed, right? And so they're like, fuck all the sharks. And they're going around killing all the sharks because it's only two. It's only two orcas that are doing this. Very, very odd. And also, another fun fact about orcas, believe it or not, you can look this up, okay? If you don't believe me, orcas like to wear salmon on their head. Let's see. Orcas, dude, they are, bro. They are. They do. I'm not even kidding you. It's a real thing. They don't know why. They're like, they've seen them doing it before, right? And they're not exactly sure. Like they literally, it's like they chalk it up to a fad, right? Because it's been seen different times, and then it goes away, and it's like it could likely be other things too that we're not aware of. But yeah, they they'll be swimming, and you're like, wait, like how do they swim through the water with a salmon on their fucking head? I don't know, but they do. Okay, they fucking do. I don't know. I can't answer these questions for you. I just know that they do. Kind of interesting. Apparently, Robo Psycho can't answer them either. Oh man! All right, I should probably jump off here. I'm gonna go and take a shower. I think I need to shave, dude. That's what I haven't shaved in forever. I need to do the triple S's, dude. The shit shower and shave. Psycho is gonna go SSS. Psycho's going SSS, baby. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, Cher, you have a great day. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to go inside and just kill the stream. So I will catch you later. Have a good one. I might be on later, but I don't know. I'm doing dev stuff. If anything, maybe I'll just jump on Discord and like chill on Discord and do it. That's what I might do. Anyway, have a good one, Cher. I will catch you later.